Today we will be talking about the case of Chloe Stein. Woman charged with faking her own abduction to hide the fact that she dropped out of college, state police say. Chloe Stein, 23, was found Thursday night at a residence in Jeanette. Chloe Stein, Jeanette, Pennsylvania, and eventually confessed to authorities that she made up her disappearance, state police said. A 23-year-old Pennsylvania woman allegedly faked her own abduction early this week in a far-fetched effort to hide the fact that she dropped out of college and wasn't about to graduate, Pennsylvania State Police say. Chloe Stein, 23, was arrested Tuesday evening and has been charged with 4 misdemeanors: false alarm to public safety agencies, falsely reporting an offense that did not occur, obstructing a mission of law, and disorderly conduct, court records show. Stein was last heard from Monday evening at 10:30 p.m. when she texted her boyfriend while driving home from work saying she was being pulled over by a police officer, state police said in a Monday evening news conference. Her boyfriend tried to contact her again numerous times, but to no avail, police said. State police later heard from her family, who said they found her vehicle, a Volkswagen Beetle, around on Rudbig Road in area of North Greengate Road. It was at that time that the family made a missing persons declaration and an expensive search for Stein was launched. State Police Trooper Steve said in a news conference Tuesday evening that the department spent tens of thousands of dollars in searching, which included flying a helicopter in the area. But the case unraveled when a tip came in Tuesday night that Stein was actually at home in Jeanette, about 30 miles south of Pittsburgh, Steve said. When officers arrived, they found her safe inside and she was taken in for questioning. At the state police station, Stein told officers she was pulled over and abducted by an unknown male who posed as a police officer. The criminal complaint said she said her abductor had a firearm. She was blindfolded and taken to various locations in the area, the complaint said. But investigators were already suspicious of her account. Before they found her, they had received a call from Penn State University officials, which said Stein was not a current enrolled student, contrary to news reports that describe her as a senior. During the course of that phone call, we found out that she had not been attending college for quite some time, almost at the point where it's over a year, maybe two, and graduation was right around the corner. That really led us in the direction that at any point of time there was no police interaction. There was no pullover, he said. None of that happened. A representative from Penn State and said Stein was last enrolled in the fall of 2018 at Penn State. Police said they found inconsistencies with Stein's account and evidence obtained in the investigation. When Stein was confronted about them, she admitted that she had fabricated all the information pretending to the incident, the criminal complaint said. Steve said that she appeared to launch the hoax because she wasn't actually attending college. The fact of not going to school apparently for so long, maybe just to blame people, was the reasoning behind it, he said. He said that at no point was she endangered during the search, and she knew the way she set up her last text would cause alarm. Steve commended her actions practically for the fear instilled in the community, who thought there was an abductor at large. He said police are investigating whether other people were involved in her alleged hoax and said the home she was found in belonged to an advocate. Okay. Pittsburgh. Chloe Stein, a 23-year-old from Jeanette accused of faking her own abduction, could enter a probation program that includes the possibility of paying nearly $11,500 in restitution after the massive search for her. Stern waived her rights to a preliminary hearing after attorneys negotiated a tentative argument, the tribe reported. The search started after state police said Stern was last seen leaving work. At 10:30 p.m. on May 1st. The last anyone heard from her was around 11 p.m. when her boyfriend got a message that indicated she was being pulled over. Police said Stern's boyfriend and two friends found her car on Rugbig Road around Route 66 in Greenberg and called the police. She was reported missing around lunchtime on May 2nd after no one could find her. Police said they searched for 6 to 7 hours using canines and a helicopter. Troopers said she later showed up at a neighbor's house on May 2nd and said she was released after being bound and held at gunpoint. She later admitted to making the story up, and police said it appeared she had been in a garage behind her house for most of the time. As for a possible motive for allegedly faking her own abduction, police say Stern Inner Circle was looking forward to her graduation from Penn State. But a university official told police she hadn't been in school for more than 1.5 years. If the tended arrangement is approved by a judge, Stern will enter a program for first-time nonviolent offenders and may apply to have her record expunged if she completes the probation term, the tribe reported. Stern has been charged with false alarm to agencies of public safety, false reports, obstruction of a mission of a law enforcement and government functions, and disorderly conduct. Pennsylvania college dropout allegedly fakes her abduction to avoid graduation embarrassment. A 23-year-old Pennsylvania woman allegedly concerned an elaborate abduction hoax and lied that she was pulled over by a police officer, all to cover up the fact that she was not going to graduate from college. Chloe Stein of Jeanette was reported missing after she vanished from a Sonic restaurant where she worked in Hempfield. Really? At about 10:30 p.m. Monday. She texted her boyfriend that night that she was pulled over by police while driving along a desolated stretch of road in the township and then went missing for the next 20 hours. Police issued a missing endangered person advisory and launched a search for women. State Trooper Steve said police received a tip at about 8 p.m. Tuesday that Stern was safe at a local home. She was taken in for questioning, during which it became clear she had abandoned her Volkswagen Beetle with her cell phone inside about a mile from the Sonic and walked 3 miles to home. Stern told police she had been abducted at gunpoint by a masked man and was eventually released near home, but later admitted she made up the whole story. She was released after being held at gunpoint and semi-assaulted, we'll call it, and bound. La 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 la. So then she was released and dropped off near an alleyway near her home, of course, because that's what someone would do. Stein faces a slew of charges, including false alarm to agencies of public safety, false reports, disorderly conduct, and all that jazz. Her family believes Stein was set to graduate from Penn State, but a university official told police she had not been there for more than a year and a half. The situation at college was a driving force, probably the number one driving force for the whole scenario. The fact that she hadn't been in college for almost a year, her circle had believed she was graduating in a matter of 2 or 3 days. Stein's boyfriend and his two pals reportedly found her abandoned V-Wagon along Rugby Road under a bridge toll Route 66. Steve said the search cost tens of thousands of dollars in manpower and equipment. There was never any police stop. There was never any pullover. None of that happened, Stan said, adding, Stan or Steve? Stein. Whatever, my brain's hurting. Recklessly endangered the lives of others and scared her family and friends. We were concerned before that we had a criminal investigation that may possibly be whatever you want to call it, kidnapping, some type of assault. Who knows what it could have been? So we went from investigating that type of potential crime to now we are trying to investigate what this type of crime. When you are risking alarming an alarming community. I don't want to miss the point. At least she's safe. Laman L added. Stein made no comment when she left Westmoreland County Jail Wednesday. She is due back in court on May 25th for a hearing. My client and her family are grateful for the support and the kindness of all concerned recent events, and to that end respectful request privacy at this time. And I think that will be it. It's very interesting. Please don't do this. This is just so bad behavior. Okay, I hope we all enjoyed and we learned something from this. Bye for now.